This morning, we have our resident organizing expert, Brenda Prinzavalli, with us. And Brenda, we're talking about containers this morning, but first I would like to point out that over the last 13 years that you have been appearing with us here on the show, you have been preaching about joy and organizing.
Well, I have, thank you, and we'll continue to do so, absolutely, yeah.
So Brenda's the OG. She had the joy and organizing thing first. This important part of the process.
Right, and it's always kind of a toss-up, and here's what basically your two choices are. And one is that yes, you can, as you did, congratulations, unload everything, because that is quite a project, and start to put it in categories and decide what it is that's going to live together. You know, is it all the short things? Is it all the long items? Is it by project or type of use? And then once you do that, really determine what size it is you need. And you need to measure two things. Measure, 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 measure. And the two things you measure are the space that you have available and the items that are going to live in it. Because then when you go out searching for that, you're going to stand a better chance of getting what you need. Now, what I always suggest is also to buy some extra. Because when I go to an organizing project, I do that preview, do a little bit of measuring, figure out what my choices are, but I always bring extra with me. And the reason is that you just never know once you actually start putting things in, is it going to fit, is it not going to fit, do you like it, does it work in the drawer, does it work in the cabinet? And what you just have to understand is that you're going to go back and return some things. It's just the nature of it.
Exactly. And aside from containers, there are dividers, which are my new favorite thing. Drawer dividers made me so happy.
I'm so glad. And it's the bonus because what it does is it puts things into smaller categories so you can put light things together. So you're not opening the drawer and there's this big open abyss of trying to find the one item that you need. So again, putting light things together or putting them by size. And you can get, like you have, the dividers that fit right in the drawer. They actually attach to the sides of the drawer. And they're spring loaded. So that's a really nice thing. They can fit multiple different sizes. And then the other choice is to actually get bins that fit and dividers that fit inside. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, take a utensil divider. That's pretty standard. It's been around forever.
And quickly, buying new containers can be an expensive thing, but we can reuse things we already have, right?
Right. You know, there are a lot of things, and I have some rules for using what I call free organizing products. And what you have to be careful of is that, first of all, they generally come from food. So you have to make sure that you can get those really clean. And, you know, I mean, just like even if you buy a package of crackers that have a nice long plastic sleeve in it, granted it's not super fancy, but it's a divider, and just make sure you get all the crumbs out and then put it in. So there's a lot of different ways that you can use those products that you've already gotten, whether it's a strawberry container, whether it is, you know, a protein shake that you use a lot and you know you're going to be buying multiples of those end up then becoming your canisters. And just, again, make sure that they're clean, get a fun label, put it on it, and now you've got a free product that you're using that's left over from something you already purchased.
And even tissue boxes are great for storage, salad bins that we get. Brenda, it's top of mind now, even though you've been telling us about it for years. Thank you so much for coming in. It's always a pleasure to bring joy through organizing.
Well, thank you.
And I truly understand it now.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Rachel, over to you. And this is, by the way, the after of, well, almost the after. I still had a lot of food out on the counter, but